everyone. Once again, welcome to another episode of SIAM Speaks. Today we have with us Miss Angela Mans, who is the head of foreign trade and international relations in VDA. And if I actually want to request her to explain a bit more about her and her experience, vast experience. So if you may, please, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. I can look back to a huge experience with India since
Okay.
2006.
Oh, okay.
and and therefore I'm really happy to see the development of the Indian industry, and I can say that with SIAM we are sister association, also with ACMA, as VDA is also representing the suppliers and manufacturers.
Okay.
But we've been working together for such a long time, and it's really a pleasure to see the development of the industry here in India.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I'd like to start with the insightful questions that we have set so that we'll get to a bit of experience from your side. So essentially my first question is regarding the EV adoption scales. So Europe is leaps and bounds ahead of Southeast Asian countries, even India, in terms of EV adoption. They have been doing very, very well. But even in India, EV adoption is scaling, and we would just like to know, as EV adoption scales in any country, what kind of challenges would we be facing, drawing from Germany's experience, from Europe's experience? Could you tell a few, I won't call it pitfalls, but some sort of challenges or issues that may come that we should be ready for? All of us should be ready for.
Yeah, I think everybody is fascinated by e-mobility. If you sit in a car and it goes just very quick and fast without making noise or any local emission, it's really impressive. And you are a fan of e-mobility when you have tested it, even with commercial vehicles.
Correct.
And therefore, yeah, everybody would love to drive like this. But of course, there are several issues which makes it a little bit difficult. I think, first of all, it's the supply of the cars. You have to have a wide variety, and some people like small cars, other one big cars. So you need, of course, the variety of models. Then everybody wants to be sure that you do not have to charge every 3 hours.
Okay.
And find a charging station. And even in a developed country like Germany, we miss a lot of charging stations. Yeah, so there's still a need, and our government also knows this.
Okay.
Yeah, to improve, to build charging stations. And then it's a question, who is building it? Is it like a private, has it to be private or public or private-public partnership? So there are several programs now.
Okay.
And we really ask our governments, not only the German, but the European governments, because in other countries it's there you find even less charging stations, they need to ramp up. And I think another very important issue is the price.
Yeah,
the overall cost of e-mobility. And if you pay, of course, a lot more for a car with a battery than with a combustion engine, it's a challenge, because some people, if they don't care about money, they just can be first movers or something like this, but not everybody is in this position. And yeah, we have some in Germany, we have some experiences with incentives, fiscal incentives. They help in the short run, but look what happens when they run out. Then you have a decline, a huge decline of new registrations. And now in Germany, everybody is waiting, as we have no funding right now. And some politicians say, yeah, we might have funding after the elections. When you vote me, I will introduce funding. And then, of course, people wait. So VDA, we always say that we need more the overall framework made ready for e-mobility. We do not rely so much on fiscal incentives because it has to come out of the industry, of the demand and supply, and this would be the perfect situation.
No, correct. I could not agree more, and I think this is much more true in, as you must also know, in a very price sensitive market like India, where there are so many players, and most of the people's car buying decision depends on the price of the car. So sustainability, of course, plays a very important role there, but price also does. You are very right. And for the next question, Ms. Inja, I would like to know. See, most of many and between Europe and India, and even from the perspective of Germany and India, there are many OEMs and or even component makers which are common, from the sense of similar companies or similar sourcing destinations. Now, with the new trend of sustainability that has come up around the world, but of course, we are also very much pulled towards that, and of course, Germany is also pulled towards that. So, how can sustainability and the component requirement with the new powertrains, with the new ideas that have come up, for example, circularity. Circularity requires different kind of components, and then in case of alternate fuels, electrification requires motors and all these things. How can we balance these things with production at home, or maybe sourcing it from a sustainable location? How can that be done? Could you please shed some light on that?
Yeah, sustainability has been I think, one of the most important words during the last phase of the European Commission.
Correct.
They implemented a lot of sustainability activities, and to look at the supply chains, and for example, like CBAM, which is also to improve sustainability on a worldwide basis. And on the other hand, of course, as the consumers look at the price of the car, our industry looks at the price of the products. But finally, I think everybody has accepted that without sustainability, the world will go into a climate crisis, which would really be a problem. So everybody has accepted to follow the sustainability goals. But on the other hand, you also have to look at profitability.
Correct.
You cannot only be sustainable, you have to be profitable. And this is the issue now in Europe, that we have to do much more for our members to be able to make profits, and they should also be able to source in other countries, and be able to fulfill all these criteria, like they have the supply chain law or deforestation and CBAM, and it's very difficult to fulfill all these bureaucratic issues. So sustainability and is always something which is difficult if it's too much bureaucracy. So everybody will say, no, we cannot do this any longer. So I think the new Commission, the new European Commission, they have understood that they have to focus a little more on the industry. Of course, they also have to focus on environment and sustainability, but you cannot only look at one goal. You have to look at all the goals.
This will certainly help in the trade between the countries as well, as things get homogenized from all sides.
Yeah, when you talk about trade, we are also VDA. We are also not in favor of a bureaucratic CBAM monster. Yeah, always, I know that India is very concerned regarding this unilateral trade measures. And I can assure you that VDA from the beginning agreed to the goals. The goal is to reduce CO2. CBAM is not, at least not in our understanding, it's not a trade barrier. It's not implemented as trade barrier. It's implemented because we have very strict rules in the European Union. And if there are rules outside the European Union which are less strict and people buy there and you import it, then you import the CO2.
Correct.
And therefore, clever heads, they said, oh, we need to have a measure where we can equalize this. Yeah.
Okay.
And so you have to pay. If you import CO2, you have to pay, and then you buy less, and then it's going to be. But it's a bureaucratic monster, and we really don't want also our trade partners that they think that we want to raise barriers. This is absolutely not the case.
Okay.
And at least the industry is asking also the Commission, okay, we have to look at CO2, we have to look at transformation and so on, but we need green steel as well, we need hydrogen, it's a huge chance for India, but we cannot be overloaded by too much bureaucracy.
Correct. No, I completely agree. And I think this has been very enlightening. Once again, thank you for coming on this platform and helping and giving information to all our listeners here. Once again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.